We good?
Sure.
All right, welcome back.
Let's get
Welcome
it.
back to the fucking.
Start over.
Anyways, start over. Welcome back to the Pod Squad.
What's good?
You know what it is.
Hey, y'all.
Yo, it's the Lynn that don't fit in.
Woo, that's hard. That's hard. Sir Baba Yaga himself. Big Juan.
Big Juan.
Big Juan.
J Jack.
You know
J Bizzle.
Baba. And Donnie over here. Yeah, see me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes,
We're back.
sir.
We're back with another episode. Yeah, that's what we're all about. We love the energy.
Yeah.
That's what we need to bring every time.
Oh, man.
And we always do. No matter what the energy is, we bring some form of energy. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, don't touch
But
it.
yeah, you know how it is. How we doing? How's the squad?
Chilling.
Great, bro.
Chilling. I'm cool. This week's been cool. Just trying to jog more, go to the gym more, be consistent. You know? I mean, like...
You gotta say it like you mean it.
I mean,
Say it with your chest.
That sounds skeptical.
listen, bro. Shit.
I'm here.
Like, you know, food be too good, it be too seasoned, bro.
Oh, it do.
That part,
Because I ain't never been the nigga to pepper my steak.
You messed up already. Dang. Alright. It's
I'll
cool
believe it
though.
out. I'll believe it out.
No, you're not.
Hey, I got the skills.
Alright.
I got the skills.
Hey,
Yeah.
I
To
am.
be
Wow,
the
that's
best.
good.
Handle your candle.
Heck
Yeah.
yeah.
Alright, so
We
you
love
done?
that.
Yeah, I'm chilling.
Okay.
Heck yeah.
I'm good. I'm still working. I
I'm
not
not laid off.
I ain't get fired
Same
either.
business. Yo, shout out to the people that
fired yet.
shout out to the people that got laid off. It's gonna get better.
Yeah.
Shout out to the
Yeah.
union, bro.
That part, actually, I do know somebody who just got laid off. So yeah, just definitely stick to the
Yes.
plan.
Shout out.
If there's not the plan, if the plan A don't work, always have a plan B.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Definitely.
I didn't have a rough day, but I had a day at work because I was a little slow moving this morning, but I was just getting like
Your bearings,
data
bro.
entry and shit, all that, and get that into the computer and get shit set up. After lunch, it was all out war for me. It felt like, bro, I was just trying to get like mix design together. I'm trying to get like shit bucketed up and taped and labeled, and I'm trying to get shit put back out so I could dry it out. This, that, and the third. Dude, I was literally like in the middle of putting more shit into the computer, and they were like, "Is Dewan here?" Because my office is in the cut. So like the way my shit is set up, it's like a box, right? This is the door, box, door. You come in, and in the little corner is my office, so you can't see because there's walls and shit. You're like, oh, it's starting to pour. I was like, is it actually? And my buddy goes, is it actually starting to pour? He's like, and then we just heard it. It was just bad. It was like, yeah, your windows are down. I was like, fuck. No. So look, I'm going out to go grab my windows and shit. And I'm like, all right, whatever. The right side of my fucking car is a little drenched, but it's fine. All right, I got that. I'm walking back into the lab, and I'm like, shit. I put out some freaking asphalt, right?
To dry,
bro. I put out some asphalt to dry, and it's pouring. I'm like,
oh my god.
I'm like, I gotta put it on the fan. I got the big fan, you know, like the fucking industrial circle fans. Put that shit propped up, set the shit. Exactly.
Exactly. Depending on if it actually works and it's not loose.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I was like, whatever. All right. Yeah. I'm just praying it's dry tomorrow. Yeah. But nah, shit's been cool. Running. I went to the gym this morning. Hit back and buys. I'm feeling good.
Yeah.
I think I
He asked me how he looked. I said he looked thin. I don't know if that was the right answer.
Everyone keeps saying it.
You don't just look thin, bro. You look good.
You've always.
You look healthy.
You were always husky, bro. It's just thin is not a.
In my head, I've never actually been like that.
You weren't fat, bro.
I don't know.
I mean, we're all
when you ever had
to
thin
some
shoulders,
extent,
maybe like
You're
middle
a cannon,
skin,
bro, and you have more muscle mass than body fat for sure.
Bro.
You
I gotta get scanned,
bro. And you're blind.
The I put on 12 pounds of muscle in the first workout.
This is the body that you're supposed to be working
Yeah,
with.
you are number one.
And
That
the
is
heat.
a temple right there, brother.
Yeah, bro. Genetics is on your side.
They looked at you in the past and they was like, you would be good.
I think about it sometimes. I was recruited a lot for the rugby. Oh, I knew that was going to happen.
Hey, man.
It's fine. Wait, everybody pause.
You shut up.
No.
I am okay right now.
I was saying I got recruited a lot in college for the rugby team.
Rugby.
Dude, I would go over to
I
the
can
rugby.
see you play rugby though.
I would.
You would be smoking.
I would love rugby. The crazy side of me, I love rugby.
I just
bro.
remembered something. Or that's something I'm a topic I'm gonna bring up.
That's
so
right.
go ahead, yeah, rugby.
No, yeah, I think
That's
that would be
lit, bro.
lit, dude. I wish I would have did it. I did like intramural softball senior year.
Yeah.
That was lit. I remember my first up the bat. Gone. Home run.
So, all right, real quick. So that being said, I have a question. We're not done saying how weeks was going.
The Catchup.
Yeah,
No,
but I have a question.
Call this
So
the Catchup.
if y'all were able to go back into the, I guess the past or the future, or not the future, the past.
The pass.
What sport would you have played if you had
Football.
a second chance?
Football.
Lacrosse. I wanted to do
Lacrosse?
lacrosse so bad in high school, but
Do
we
we
didn't
have a
have
lacrosse
team.
team?
No, it was
We
only
did.
suburban. We didn't have a lacrosse team.
We teamed up with the Greyhounds, which is what's that school by your college?
Your Country Dad.
Your
Yes.
Country Day. We teamed up with Your Country Day, so we did have a team.
But we had to go all the way over
But
there.
and our uniform was pretty lit.
Yeah.
White and red.
Yeah.
That's not in
I
gray.
can't-
In
It was
gray.
smooth. It was smooth.
That's smooth.
I'd
Alright,
go
so
back and do that.
So lacrosse and what would you have done? I guess college or because you did two types of college. I mean schools. You did high school and college. So
Ooh.
what would you have done?
Would you have taken baseball more seriously?
Ooh.
I wish.
Ooh,
I don't want to put this on them, but
because that's.
I wish my parents would have put me in some form of training for pitching. Because
Oh, that would have been smooth.
Because there was a point where I was throwing, and I was throwing the game. I was like the closer pitcher, and I just decided go sidearm. I don't throw sidearm.
And you was cracking.
What is
Strikes.
that? What is that for people who don't know?
So I mean, if you're watching and you can see the video,
Try to describe
pretty much,
Yeah.
the normal baseball pitch. You wind up, you set, go, overhand. What I was doing, dude, I was winding up. I was setting,
Yeah.
and I was like that.
Ew.
That's the
You
coolest
nasty.
I was killing it.
Yo, and what's funny, Dewan was the only you and Nate, Big Nate.
Yeah,
y'all were the
I love
only
Nate.
two black people I knew who was really comparable
really-
to the
really ball
Poppies
in the
that.
field.
Yeah, that can really hop on the baseball field and put on. I didn't know too many black people that was really playing baseball.
It's
at the
not
time.
common. I will say,
It's really not.
growing up, I was always the only black kid. When I was younger, I would play on the central teams and whatnot. And wait,
Maybe
I'm the only black
maybe
kid.
a couple Poppies.
No.
No. Probably at the time, yeah. We
And then I go to high school and I'm playing at York
Oh, you
High.
might play with my man Josh.
I might have been. I might have played
Probably.
against him.
and Landon.
But I was
Yeah, shout out Landon, bro.
Shout out Landon.
I have no problems with Landon. Landon, every time I see him or we see each other, it's always love. Landon, I hope you're doing good. I'm sure you're doing good. But
Shout out Landon.
Yo, shout out Landon. I don't even know who you
Shout
is,
out
but we
Landon.
might have played each other. Shit.
you might know.
Probably
him.
played with each other.
Yeah, you probably played with him. I'm pretty sure.
Wait.
Landon,
Catcher?
I
I'm
don't
not
know
sure.
his last name.
Yeah,
but
he was more tall
He's
and
pretty
skinny.
tall with
Oh,
brown or brunette hair, something like that. Black.
I don't know.
I don't know.
But even
Landon
at high school, I was the only black kid, dude. And you know, York High, we're not a white school at all. We are predominantly black.
Yeah.
I was the only black kid. All poppies. I was learning Spanish. I was taking Spanish too.
It was
Ace
probably
in the
turning
10.
up.
Dude, the coach say something, I'd be like, all right, gotta go. You'd be like, look, he's following directions and he don't even know Spanish.
Their coach was too.
No, the coach was giving them orders, obviously. But
Oh, not just had the coach of Spanish.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
Okay,
one of the coaches, because everyone was Spanish.
Yeah.
And our white coach could not, or
You had
at that time, our white coach could not. But we did have a Spanish coach to start, but like, I don't know.
Funnily enough, I would probably play baseball
shout
too.
Out Coach Andy.
Baseball, that would be your
I would
choice.
probably, because like that's what more my body made for. I ain't made to be running as fast as I can. I'm made to hit that joint out of there.
That's what it is.
So I can cruise, you know what I mean?
Nah. Keep it a buck, bro. Have you ever actually went 100% in the gym?
Me?
Yeah.
Of course.
Ultra.
Yeah, like
And ball too, bro?
like
Plus
working
ultra?
out and all of that.
Sure.
Plus ultra, like you put in the work.
Yeah, as hard as I can until I almost passed out.
That's funny, bro, that you said that.
Because
Yeah.
I was a big kid.
Okay, so I mean, then yeah.
So
bro.
like I was about to
I
die.
don't believe you.
So to be honest, but like with my adult matured body, I don't know.
But as a kid, so all right, that was a legitimate answer.
Yeah.
I wasn't there all the time, so
But baseball, what about you, bro?
baseball.
Yeah, it was sport.
Maybe probably soccer. I
Yeah.
would probably have played soccer if I had a second chance.
Do you remember when we were in Ferguson with the old school and we would play in the field
Yeah.
and we would kick the ball at the same time and make the loudest noise? Yeah, make the loudest noise possible. Literally, it was boom! Yo, like it was.
Yeah.
And we would do that for like 15 minutes
mad loud.
Boom!
Just keep doing it. Keep kicking the ball.
at the same time.
Yeah, if I had a
We
different.
probably could have fucked up our legs.
Yeah.
It's Buzz Lightyear.
Low key. Up.
Buzz.
Bye. Good night.
And,
Oh, I like your pajamas.
You got the part.
I ain't trying.
Even the part.
He ready for bed.
Yeah,
He really is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, soccer for me. I would have been playing soccer if I had to.
That's like
Or-
with the stamina.
Yeah, or I would have stick to track.
You was
I
good
would
at
have stick
that,
to
bro.
track. I would have stuck to.
You could have been an Olympic.
I said football, but maybe if football wasn't
I'm
the
not
choice.
wasting my time on football. I'm sorry.
But think about me, bro.
Yeah, you would have been good,
Yeah.
but bro, you
Like, dude, even in high
But
school,
no, though,
senior
bro.
year, y'all remember what I looked like senior year?
But,
I'll put a picture up right here. The baseball,
Okay,
the
but-
baseball picture.
all right, so now let's talk real though.
But look,
The school
wait.
you was at, you would have got the fame and all of that, but bro, you wouldn't been singular fame. Like, you know what I mean? You
If I would have been a corner,
A corner?
you would have just been
Or
a
safety.
cornerback?
I would have
Holy
either been a
crap.
safety, corner, tight end, linebacker, or wide receiver.
You'd have been the biggest corner of all time.
if I
In
was
that order. In that order.
A
Actually-
6'3" corner.
Actually, corner. I'm not 6'3".
huge.
I am not 6'3".
6'2".
Don't, yo.
6'2",
They be
bro.
trying to gas me up like I'm fucking tall or
it
something.
ain't guessing, bro.
I'm
saying
not-
this.
I'm
since
I
not
thought you
6
were
foot.
6'3" the whole time.
I'm
My
not
dad, my dad is 6'3".
Okay.
I am 6 foot,
Bro, no.
bro. And
Bro, you and your dad are not
and you
that
know
far
what he's
apart.
about to say? He's gonna be like
Your sister's 6 foot.
that, and he's gonna be like, "Are you the same height as Chris Paul?" Bro, I don't want to
No,
make that.
you taller than Chris Paul.
Taller than
You taller than Chris
bro.
Paul. If I met Chris
I
Paul,
feel
I'd be looking eye to eye with
I
him.
was just about to say, I feel like me and Chris Paul are like the same height.
He is
That's what I'm
5'9" and a
saying.
half.
You're looking eye to eye to Derrick Rose.
How tall are you with shoes on? You probably like 6'3"
6'3".
Ah,
and a half.
y'all think I wear platforms?
No.
No,
Bro, if you
No
wear
one
some
thought
forces,
that.
that's like 2 inches.
Yeah.
nah. I'm
So
not
you're
that
what?
tall.
You're 6 foot?
But then again, I grew up in a family of
What are you?
giants. I grew up in a family
Yes,
of
you
giants.
did.
My dad's 6'3". My brother's 6'1", who is taller than me. Right?
He look long though.
He don't got as much weight as you, that's all, bro.
That's what it is.
He don't got as
My
much weight as
sister's
you.
6 foot. My cousin is 6'3" and a
Thank
half.
you.
My other cousin is
Shout out
5'11".
This is the first time they ever agreed to your sister being 6 foot, bro. I've been saying that forever.
Shout out
Did I just
CJ.
say that? It's
Yes,
on
you
college
just said.
papers. Shout out my
6
sister.
foot.
Big D3 player for the Lions.
Facts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Shout
Let's
out.
get it.
No picture of her, but like, y'all pop up.
Yeah, no pick, but
Yeah.
I do want to go to one of her games though.
No, yeah, we can.
Them
We
John's
can all
not
go.
worth
oh, you don't think I'm going to?
Yeah.
You know,
I'm hoping she's better after this season because I know she really hurt her ankle.
she gonna get past that. I don't want to hear that shit. I see her in the gym. But hold on, remember you went to that near her high school gym?
Yeah.
She's about.
Come on,
When
man.
she,
She
wait,
could be
no,
a
You
when
don't
she
think
scored
you
a
went to
thousand.
college games?
When she scored a
So
thousand.
you was there at that game?
Yeah.
That is generational.
We was lit.
Yeah.
I was lit. Every time
Her
I
games
go to
were
a
lit.
game, I almost get kicked out. The refs be
Nah,
looking at
that
me like,
we were exactly the
refs be
same.
looking at me, and Stacy like, keep going,
Yeah,
keep
man.
going. I'm like, yeah, y'all just
My
put
mom.
a battery in my back.
Stacy's
Yeah.
the biggest cheerleader I know, bro.
Of
I
course she
am,
is.
and I gotta be second then.
Yeah, you
I gotta be
second.
second.
Wait,
gotta be
nigga,
second.
I'm here.
I'm sorry, bro.
Nah, bro.
I'm amped when
It's a
I'm
bunch
in
of dogs over there.
Yeah.
I can't wait, bro. When she started
Like I said,
playing,
grew up in family giants. We all athletes.
Yeah.
I may not come off as an athlete, but I was an athlete.
you come off as an athlete.
Nah, I did. For
You
the
got a
people-
cut
for the
off
people-
muscle shirt on. Let's be honest here. Let's be honest.
For the people who don't know me or who knew me in high school, I was an athlete. Don't play with me.
You don't gotta be an athlete with a ball.
It was the
Exactly.
school.
You in the
It was the
That's
school.
all
Nah,
it
yeah,
was.
we were elite.
Yeah.
We were elite.
It was the school that you was in, bro.
But-
you should have came to Tech.
That's a story
Speaking
for
of
another
tech,
day.
how'd you guys like
Wait.
high school ball? Oh wait, what were you about to say?
I was just saying.
I would hold it. Just hold it real quick.
Yeah, let's just
Oh.
finish the catch up.
Pardon me. Pardon me. Ketchup.
Has some no mustard.
No mush. No honey.
Chill, bro. Mustard gas.
Nothing's really been new. Other than, I mean, my job. We got the system back up. For the
Hey.
most
Hey.
part, for the most part, I will still be receiving a check this week.
Good.
So I will not be getting direct deposit, but I'm
Yeah.
still gonna be getting my check. I don't know about next
Get
week.
your fucking money.
That part, I'm getting my bread. Other than that,
I think we're 10 minutes in.
bro, you said shit like 10 times at least. With
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Once
Oh,
you
wait,
once
oh,
you
wait,
edit
first
this,
one.
you're gonna
Clip
see.
that.
Hey,
Clip
hold
I
on.
that.
only cursed once.
Wait a minute.
You can go back.
My man is saying this about he about to have some bread on him. Just remember what else he got on him.
Ooh.
Don't test it.
That part.
Don't test, bro.
That part.
Don't test, bro.
Dude,
Don't test.
before you continue,
And it's
just
more
because
than
he
one.
said that, this is a quick
Hey!
story.
One.
Dude, just because I was in that barber chair and my barber was fucking with these little kids that be in there all the time. He was like, look at you. He said something about like, he was like, oh, you're fat and full because you just have me.
Saying this shit about the kids?
Yeah.
It's probably
Right,
true.
look, this
It's
kid
probably
looks at him,
true.
literally looks at him and goes,
Oh.
I was like, what?
Yeah,
Dude,
the kids now.
he's like 7.
Yeah, that's crazy.
No.
But that's literally life now. All right, I mean, we're about to get. Nah, I'm
Yeah, finish.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
finish your
not
catch
go.
up. That was
Let's
just a
not
side
go.
story. My bad.
My week was good.
Yeah.
Nothing too much. You know what I mean? Still consistent. More. Donnie.
Yeah.
My boy.
Physical therapy, you know what I mean?
Yes,
It's just my son's birthday too, so that was when we went to
Yes,
Chuck E.
sir.
the
Happy
big
birthday,
three.
Chuck E.
Lux.
Cheese, you know what I mean? Oh, and I was celebrating Father's Day. Got to just
That part.
chill out on
Happy
Sunday.
Father's Day to all the fathers.
Yeah,
out
shout out
there,
to the fathers,
especially
bro.
to Donnie. Especially to Donnie.
Shout out to the fathers, bro. But that's about it. Just hanging out. Shoot, I been at the crib, just chilling, but I ain't gonna lie. Waiting on the day. Waiting on the day.
On behalf of everybody who's still out in the field,
Yes.
let those days go slow, my friend. Because once it's time to go back, I promise you, 2 to 3 weeks in,
Yeah.
you're gonna wish you probably was back at the crib.
It's gonna be the first day I'm like,
Yeah.
man, I wanna go home. Home, bro.
And I'm ready to call.
I'm trying to go play. Yeah, I'm ready to.
It ain't retirement yet.
Yeah, I'm gonna head out. Like,
Bro, we're
I'm
not
outta
even
here.
close to
Nah,
Where
retirement.
should I close?
I don't care. I'm retiring 45. I don't care what happened. I'm
You know what?
I'm gonna figure it out.
He's got that goal and he's gonna meet it.
Yeah, bro, we're gonna invest.
Once, if you
I
retire
don't.
after
I
45,
can't even
put me in.
fathom that
I'm
goal.
gonna try.
But he's got.
It might be too late. That's what I'm saying, bro.
It ain't too late.
And if I'm 45 and y'all like, dang, you really retired? I'm like, bro, it's
You
too
got
late.
20 years. Do you know how much 20 years is?
You know how
This
much?
is so long.
You know how many days that is?
It's my best generations of compound growth.
And especially, what if you cut off? Like, bro, what if you was to cut off like gaming and you was to come home, write in a notebook, actually like do something? Not saying that you don't do that. I'm just saying like, what if like.
Sure.
What if every moment of your day was spent constructively?
That part.
Fact.
Yeah, you.
And I'm not
Think
saying
of all of us.
Yeah. I'm not saying mine was like
Yeah,
mine was
no.
like that because it's not. But
It's not.
I'm
But
just saying,
if
like,
it
what
was-
if we was all
I'm
really
agreeing.
like
I'm agreeing.
100% like
What if
not wasting 1 minute? Like every minute
I
was
think,
worth $1,000.
well, the thing is like people, us as people, we have to find time for entertainment to keep our sanity. You know what I mean? But
that part?
but
That's where music
if part of your entertainment is like reading, being knowledgeable, trying to get information,
Being
then
productive.
you're already that kind of person.
Do you
Right.
believe you could be addicted to something? Like
Sure.
like an activity or something that you're doing?
I'm addicted to
Yeah,
fucking scrolling on reels.
No, I'm talking about
That's
like,
everybody in America, bro.
like Elon Musk in a way, like how he's addicted to like creating stuff. Like, do you think like he never
Oh,
gets tired of it? Like
well,
Albert
well,
Einstein,
well,
when
that's
he was
where-
like in the lab, like when
that's
he was
where-
really in the lab, he was really in the lab.
That's where
Yeah.
that's where the love
Make a
for,
concoction.
that's literally where the love for the game and just passion comes from. Like you
Word.
wanting something and just wanting to keep doing it, being
Yeah.
the best.
And it's always
like
on
I
your
mean, like
mind.
think about it. Like I mean, I know you don't, but we watch animes.
Yeah.
They have one goal. The main character has one goal
to be the
and
best
that-
person that they could
the
be.
best person at something, whatever it
Literally.
is, and that's their whole piggyback on the whole fucking show, and it makes a great show, and that's what can make a great life.
To be the best murderer ever.
And the thing is about anime.
I didn't get to that. Type
Hold
of
on,
anime
wait a
yet,
minute.
bro.
Wait, what was
I
It's
this?
beg
the
your
dark side of
pardon.
anime. I ain't get to that. All
thing
the
about
monsters
anime-
I'm
right
waiting
now.
to Dory.
You don't gotta say nothing in the anime to say something. That's the best part, cause they be in there like,
Oh God! Yeah, when you watch an anime,
you like you know what's going on.
when you watch an anime, you really don't gotta understand what's going on because the way the animation, like you feel what's going on.
Yeah.
So for the people that can not watch it in dub and watch it in original form,
Yo,
one is talented, and two, you, if you're watching a clip or something like that, depending on where you insert yourself, you don't even need to really understand what's going on because the way they output it, you're gonna understand the feeling of the
Yeah, it's all about
character.
tone, bro.
Yeah,
And not only that, if you're a manga reader as well,
Yeah.
you already know it's about to be lit.
Yes,
No matter where you're at in the fucking show.
matter of fact, I did watch one animated one time because I used to watch it on Adult Swim.
Naruto.
It was nah. It was that.
Bleach.
It was that one
Bleach?
dude with the
sword.
big ass sword.
That's my boy.
That was the best one.
That's my boy. I love
Okay.
Bleach.
And I didn't know what was going on.
I've always wanted to watch Bleach. I haven't gotten
gotten
into
to
I
it.
will say,
He got the
I
biggest sword.
will say, you would have to
Shoot.
skip some
Oh, yeah, my
episodes on Bleach, and like 1,000 Year Blood War is so gas. It's nothing like the series itself. It's a whole different type of. Oh my god!
Like
it's
I might
just
have to
gas.
watch that now.
It's
No,
gas, bro.
I think eventually we have to
Which Bleach?
we have to watch something together, like an anime.
Like together?
Yeah, like you know how like
in
I
the
used
same
to,
room?
I used to go with
You-
my friends.
yeah, no,
we
you
watch
should-
anime
you should-
together.
That's quite time consuming. I'm just gonna put
yeah,
that. out there.
I mean
That's-
we could watch like 30-minute episodes of like 5 episodes at a
No,
time.
we can watch like a 12
Or-
episode. Don't.
But hear me
The
out.
Promised Neverland. We can watch that or Samurai Champloo.
Vinland Saga.
or a
Vinland Saga
movie.
is cool.
What's
Yeah.
it called?
Oh,
but
nah, we
but
can
like
just
you know
FaceTime.
how they do like the videos where they
You watch
react to like episodes like
Yeah. Oh, I know.
That's what I mean. Like we could put something out like that. Like there's no reason why we can't.
sure.
And I know
And we
we're
can
not
watch
all
a new-
into
we can
into
watch a new
anime,
movie,
but
too.
say we start with something like Bleach, where you know it is
Bleach
what
is
it
too
is.
long.
Kind of.
I mean, it's
I
fine.
just know the dude.
But you
with
watched
big
it.
ass
You
sword.
watched it at one point,
Kind of.
and you would probably watch it again.
Some of it.
Bleach
But
is
I-
too long.
But all the other
I'm
ones
not
is
gonna.
like
I'm gonna talk for him and not. Say
Not
like that.
like
He's not
watch
gonna
it,
say
watch
consistent.
it.
He's not gonna.
No,
say
that's why I
consistent.
say we watch it together. That's the only way we get to watch
And that's
it.
okay if it's not his speed. I mean, y'all
Yeah.
can educate me on basketball
Look,
finally.
shit.
I can
Kirko's
show you some
basketball.
videos.
Kirko's
So much.
basketball is one of my favorite animes. It is literally oversimplified version of basketball, and like each person has like a quirk, like not a superpower but a quirk. Like one's good at threes, one's good at jumping, one's good at blocking, one's good at shooting.
Of power.
Yeah, but like it's simplified, but like it's an easy watch just because like we all know basketball.
And funnily enough, that's how basketball is over there.
And if you really get not even if you really get into it, if you watch like 4 or 5 episodes of it, you'll get into it just because it's basketball.
What's it called? EPO? EPO, bro.
Don't even fucking.
You know, listen, Lux is probably at the age that he might enjoy EPO, bro.
What is that?
It's an anime about boxing. Literally boxing. There's no special powers, nothing like that. It's literally just boxing.
I learned there's more.
It's pretty. It's on Netflix, but I'm just saying that would be a good starter because it's not about like superficial stuff. It's literally just an animated version.
Yeah, but they beating each other's ass.
Yeah.
He can't watch that.
Why?
Hey, he's only 3.
It's not violent. It's boxing. It's a sport.
Boxing is violent, just like UFC is violent.
That's a different violence.
No. Either way, I'm trying to knock your fucking head off.
But the way it's presented, it's presented in a cartoon way. Yeah. So it's like gentle. It's like, oh, I'm gonna work to be like the best blocker. Or
yeah,
the
but
best
they gonna
defense.
be bleeding.
I feel like maybe when he's a little bit older, like then he can watch it. Because I mean, like even if it's still cartoons, but it's still influential.
That's why I say Kirko's basketball, bro. It's just basketball. Or like me and my girl, we were watching a golf anime.
Yeah, but I feel like the animes they be doing freaky stuff. You know what I mean?
It depends on the
they probably got some big yiggies on there, but they're not showing them crazy.
They got some mommy milkers and some. I won't lie.
Some of them, yeah,
that's
but bro,
best part.
We're obviously not.
But you can find like, bro, if you think about it, Pokemon's an anime.
Yeah.
Pokemon do not got them yiddies like that.
No,
Naruto's an anime. Naruto is an anime. And I don't remember what the girl was
Lady
with the
Tsunade?
purple. Or
Lady
Tsunade. She had them yiddies on her, but they weren't like overly like crazy. It's just like regular life. You're going to see somebody.
I was like 9 years old and I had Naruto on. And he turned into whatever the
yeah, and she was
She was like, you are never watching this again. I swear to you. She's like, you're never watching this again. I'm like,
your mom?
I'm like, all right. I swear, I'm watching it when it's coming out on
clouds
TV.
over it. If you take Lux to the beach or pool, there's gonna be a girl there with a bikini.
Yeah, real human yiddies.
It doesn't have to be overly zealous though. That's what we're trying to say.
Yeah, it's not overly.
I know what you mean.
Crazy.
I know what you mean.
Romanticized.
I'd probably have to watch before I could show it to him.
No, Pokemon is cool.
Pokemon is fine.
He can watch
because they just little Pokemon just beat each other's ass.
He would. I think he would like Pokemon.
Yeah.
What's it called? Nah, yeah. That would be good for him. But
reading manga is cool though. I think that's gas.
Usually we do a news segment. We don't really have any real news since the last week. Since the last episode that y'all see.
We have
will be coming out.
Protest. I want to get that out there. We have been protesting around, the country and I guess the world too.
Yeah, we spoke on it. We spoke on it last episode, but after the last episode, no King's Day, Donald Trump's birthday. Everyone knows about what just happened. Everybody was protesting. Not even just big cities across the nation. Freaking York City. I can't even imagine what the turnout was. It was definitely over like 4,000.
It was good.
No, yeah, it was peaceful.
Shout out to York for that.
Everyone was peaceful across the nation. Everybody was peaceful.
And the togetherness, to be able to come together like that.
That part, nobody was really like. There was no problems. Everybody did their thing.
I would like to be one of the. Sorry, I like to be one of the meccas. To be one of the positive driven states for protest. That would be a nice name for Pennsylvania, or at least nice. York. Period, because I feel like York has a bad name. Us being next to Harrisburg and stuff like that. No shout,
but like even the Harrisburg turnout was good.
That's
too.
what I'm saying. Like everybody
came out. Everybody speak your piece and stick to your constitutional rights.
Yeah,
there's nothing. You did nothing wrong if you went out and protested this weekend.
And
I don't think anybody should feel bad for speaking how they feel.
That part. I got one other thing. If we're sticking up for y'all, stick up for us too.
Exactly.
Tone.
That part,
Birds
bro.
of a feather.
Flock together.
Amen.
They're all coming after all of us. So if we need your help, me
Yeah,
speaking
bro.
out for black people, we want your help too. Because my girl is Hispanic. I was more than willing to go out there, but I had plans that day. It was my sister-in-law's birthday. I wanted to go out there and really support. I try to do as much as possible. My girl has friends like that parents aren't legal, stuff like that in the realm of that. So I get a personal attachment from the
you're not directly impacted, but you can understand what it would be.
I mean, for
like
some point, I mean, like my
away
girl's mom and dad were not born here, so they are both immigrants to this country that overcame adversity, such and such, etc., and are legitimate citizens.
You can only imagine. The thing is, everybody got to stick up for everybody, not just race from race, but man for woman. You know what I mean?
Literally just being
human
a
person for person.
Blood for blood. We all believe. We should all have just respect for anything that has a beating heart.
I literally said this earlier is side comment, but I literally said my favorite villain line is "Do you bleed?"
Do you bleed?
Yeah, like when they're fighting Superman, Batman.
The Utah.
Do you bleed?
Do you bleed?
Yeah, that's just hard.
It's just me.
But like we all bleed. That's
true.
Man
we're
versus
all
man,
human.
woman versus woman, but we're all
And
the same.
it sucks that like we say these things and whatnot, like we're all human and blah blah blah, but we're really only speaking to our country. Our country right now. We don't have to say that to other countries.
Why not though? We should be saying this to the whole world,
because
though.
other countries are going through the different changes that we are, and like the like
to keep it a buck, they're going through worse.
They might
because we're not a third world country.
If you think third world, that's exactly
that's
what I was about to just say.
Can't. That's why
we can't diss the third world countries. But
bro.
even Lynn said it last week.
It does suck over here, but
the third world countries feel bad for us.
Yeah,
which is crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah, that's
clip that.
But at the same time, that's more of a reason for us to get together as a one unit and fight for what's right.
Can I smack that, bro?
Yeah, bro. Call it PPPA. Peaceful protest, Pennsylvania.
Ooh. Wait,
Governor Shapiro, I hope you heard that.
Yeah, man, everybody gotta get on board and I hope y'all are alright, cause wasn't that the guy that was burning his house down or some shit?
Yeah.
It's crazy. Shout out to Bro. Come on, we gotta get it right.
And on top,
you could sit right here in between us.
Ooh. Yeah, bro, you're invited on the podcast. I would have never did that, something like that to you, just because we disagree on the idea, bro. You're still a human, just like me and you.
And I will be sending an email to your secretary.
Yeah, you are
good one.
Invited, bro.
What's it called? But other than that, I guess any other news information that I could bring to the table is... I know this is a few weeks back, but I doubt maybe people have heard about it because I'm a big conspiracy person, but this isn't a conspiracy. But like, I was talking to everyone about the pyramids, pyramids in Egypt and whatnot. And not only that, but I'd like to point out, there are so many other pyramids in the world.
There's one that traces right underneath on the other side of the world. I don't know if this is what you're going to say, but I heard that
like the Earth's core.
It's like connected to the Earth's core and it's keeping us aligned.
I'll get into that.
I know. I'm sorry.
No,
bro.
you're cool.
We did have a couple drinks, so I'm just jumping the gun.
But
that's
pretty much we know what the pyramids are and blah blah blah. Like pyramids in Egypt, but they did this testing. It's like not sound waves, but it's like waves throughout the ground to see what's detected under it.
Right.
They figured out that there were pillars that were connected. You know how like a pyramid is like three. It's spaced off a triangle, but it's a 4-dimensional figure. Yeah. So there's a bottom of 4. Yep. The base is 4. They found that these pillars were connected to the 4 corners of each pyramid that went down 2 kilometers. Mind you, 2 kilometers is over 2.5 miles,
It's a long way.
right, into the ground, connecting to a base, right? And not only that, but they found that in the pyramids, that there's a lot of copper wiring, and
What?
I don't know if you understand.
At that time, it wasn't copper wire.
No, bro, we're talking before the Bronze. I mean, maybe around the Bronze Age.
There was nowhere near.
I wish we had a fact checker here, but like around the Bronze Age, we're not talking copper. I mean, copper's kind of bronze, but still.
Yeah.
And we're talking about
Wire.
copper is a conductor to electricity.
Yeah.
Right? So, right, we got these things that point into the sky that have pillars that are connected 2 kilometers into the ground. And they have copper wiring throughout them to conduct electricity. People are saying that maybe they used to use the pyramids as power plants. Like, think about that.
Deep.
That's crazy,
deep.
right?
And then there's on the other side of
but
the
you
earth.
think about like
There's
how they
another
talk
one.
about ancient civilization and how like beautiful and perfect it was.
Mhm.
I mean, I don't doubt if this is true.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're talking about a fucking pyramid
Yeah.
that sits 3,000 feet above the ground,
And let's be honest.
grabbing electricity from the air.
We're talking about, we would say the central area where the pyramids are is Egypt, right? We would say that
That's
some
the
people would
big
say,
pyramids.
Right,
One
right.
of them.
But
But
like,
you would
dude,
imagine
there's
the pyramids
pyramids
is
in
that-
like Russia. There's pyramids in like
Right.
freaking Mexico.
Okay,
There's
okay.
pyramids in Greenland. There's pyramids
So-
all over, but we don't talk about that.
Where we imagine, if you say pyramid to somebody, you imagine that it's coming from over that way. Not everyone would know about, something
Yeah,
that's in
they
other
think
areas,
Egypt.
right?
They think Egypt.
But the thing is like, and the people that believe that that's like a holy land, you would imagine that the pyramids could
This
be
is God's
created there.
doing.
Right, so
Correct.
so
So
but-
people wouldn't even. Some people won't not even be
Right.
surprised by that. They'd be like, "Yeah, this is all
It's
God's
hard.
doing."
It's hard for me to think about one king ruling so many people to the point to force them.
Genghis Khan.
Yeah, but nah,
Nah,
bro. To
yeah.
force so many people it needed to take to build the pyramids, bro.
No, that was my next question.
That's a lot of people, and that's
Do y'all really think?
manpower. And
Do you really think that the pyramids were made with manpower?
no, I mean, there's no way it could be. Me personally, I've never been there in person, but me looking in picture and people next to it, there's no way. Those bricks or blocks, whatever you want to call them, building stones, weigh way more than a car.
And the thing
like,
is,
Apparently, the top of the pyramids are made with a certain material. I'm not going to say it because I don't know it at the moment. But to get that type of material that weighs way more than what the base of the pyramid,
yeah.
3,000, or maybe I'm exaggerating, 300, 3,000 feet up in the air. Regardless, however you would have to do that, people say they use like ramps.
ramps.
For the ramps to
Okay.
for in order for them to get them up ramps, you can't be on a 10% decline, incline,
yeah.
whatever it is. As a human,
Insane.
you would have to stretch that ramp out for about 2 miles.
Yeah, but then we think
Think about
this,
that.
bro.
2 miles of a ramp just to build a pyramid.
Yeah.
Where's
That's
the
like-
time?
That's like 3 generations of people.
Dude,
to finish that, bro.
exactly. Think about that. So
And they all
I
just
mean,
carrying big old
And that's
like.
and nobody's and they weigh over 2 tons.
And imagine a
And I'm
12-hour
pretty sure
shift,
it was like
bro.
the same width of this room. Like
They
one
probably weren't
block.
even working 12-hour shifts. That's probably like
Do you think?
I know they was
15,
I
16.
don't know.
up there.
I can't really pinpoint it because like you have to think of the way that you have to make the blocks and how they can be sturdy. So
Yeah.
I don't
And
know,
perfectly fit into
like,
each other.
exactly. So
And is
just
it not
makes sense.
hollow inside?
It's hollow inside. Right?
So for you to build that,
Not only is it hollow inside, there's different rooms. There's different
and
chambers.
the coffins And the coffins. Let's talk about
I heard
the
the coffins might not even be hidden in there.
Yeah, they just out.
I'm not talking about the coffins being
open.
hidden. I'm talking about the coffins being made.
So there's an entrance?
How they were made and how beautiful they looked and
Like, where were they
design.
really getting the gold? Like, how are they melting it down? You know what I mean?
I mean, it had all that stone, so you could probably put some on a stone. But
think about how much fire you need.
Yeah.
And
well,
like, this is all literally. It's all
and
snowballing.
And understand what you can hold over the fire to burn or melt something over.
Nah,
the
you know
fire,
what I was thinking, bro?
So melts won't melt.
So you're in. If say, I mean, just if we're like I said, if we're saying in Egypt, if you're saying in that area, it's one of the hottest places, right? Then you got all that sand. Sand made glass, and then you take the glass and you magnify the light. Then it get real hot.
You know what's crazy is that the Sahara Desert, biggest desert in the world, used to be an ocean. Used to be part of it was all water at one point.
Yeah, bro, global warming.
Not even.
That's
just how the world shifted. Or I guess you could say global warming, but at what point did global warming really start to affect the world? I would say the industrial age.
Yeah, back
when
it was all ice.
But like even all ice.
Yeah.
Ice
age, that's so far back past. We're talking
the
Bronze
Ice Age.
Age.
The dinosaurs, bro.
I don't know any other ages. I'm sorry, I can't think of any other. But like there's bronze, whatever.
I don't even know what that
Age,
is.
But blah blah blah. But like
I'm guessing
we have all that, and the industrial revolution happened around the 1900s.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That was less than 125. That was 125 years ago.
Back then, we had literally nothing compared to now, and it was only been this much of time.
Dude, back then, when we were born, cell phones weren't even like a thing.
20 years ago, that's
exactly.
We just had email, bro. We got email.
The internet wasn't invented.
We still not flying.
We was using dial-up, bro. We was using dial-up.
I was using dial-up in like 2010, bro.
For faxes, bro.
Exactly.
We
like
ain't had no type of
who uses a
computer.
fax machine nowadays?
Big business.
We do. Hospitals do.
Pharma.
Hospitals still use faxes.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. All right, never mind. This proves my point. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
but faxes are electronic.
There's
so much out there.
I was literally about to say.
So
I love that
much
there's so much in the world that we don't understand. Or like, think about Antarctica. You know, it's illegal for anyone to travel there, right? And
unless you're probably studying.
Yeah,
that's the only reason.
But
now,
there could be a reason though, because I mean, Antarctica is one of the coldest places. If you're not equipped to be there, why be there? So they just don't want a casualty.
But hear me out. And this
Most
is all hearsay, whatever you want to call it. I guess we'll call it hearsay until somebody officially says it. And even once they officially say it, we're like, nah. But pretty much, there were scientists that were talking about that there are walls, ice walls.
Yeah.
There are ice walls in Antarctica. And past the ice walls, there's vegetation, so green land. And everything's different.
It's not a good thing.
You age different. The air is different.
You age faster or slower? Because I'm trying to age slower. Okay, no.
You age faster. The water apparently is like the water of life, practically. Like they say, it cures you of everything.
And how much of that do you really believe? You can't.
But
believe
but hear me out. This is like the thing with like social, like media and everything. We can't believe anything our fucking government officials say, let alone shit they're telling us about Antarctica. So what's really true?
Word of mouth, bro.
That's
literally.
But like, why not believe it?
Like half of the time,
I'd rather live my life.
Not in Antarctica.
Not in Antarctica, but like,
oblivious.
Being oblivious at that point. Like, 'cause I'd rather. I mean, it's nice to think like, yo, I wonder. Like, it's nice to to wonder, but like at the same time, I wouldn't think too much about it because, as you said, we're not spending our whole life savings to go over there and find it out ourselves. It's just like, bro, what can we believe? Literally, it's just like.
Does anyone else have something to add on to that before I say something else?
Did you guys hear about, the people painting their roofs like blue?
What? In regards to...
It's like,
government shit?
Like the satellite, basically, like,
I heard
when the laser beam comes down and tries to, like, kill everybody or whatever.
What the hell?
And, like, the houses...
What the hell?
Project Blue Beam.
Yeah, it's called Project Blue, yeah.
But I heard Project Blue Beam is where they project things into the sky that make us believe something, so we follow a certain order.
No, it's like the people paint their roofs blue because they think that the blue paint would not, like...
reflect
the laser beam from hitting the house or whatever. I don't know, but...
Just so your house look like a body of water.
It's like the people who cover their heads in tinfoil at that point.
Yeah. It's called schizogram, and I'll be following it because it's cool.
Means
schizogram.
They do that so aliens won't...
I gotta find it because it was cool. I was like, I respect it. I think it was on
schizogram.
I never know about that.
Can I bring up my next
Yeah.
This is just more conspiracy shit.
I know
I guess whatever you want to call it. I don't really.
I'm intrigued, bro. I'm here.
But thoughts on giants?
Oh, I believe it.
Okay.
I believe it.
Okay.
You don't know.
I'm glad you do.
What about Cyclops?
I want to know.
That's possible. It's
Probably possible.
It's a probably
a human defect.
Yeah, conjoined twins.
And so is being a giant.
And I mean, like,
in a way, birth defect.
Definitely with the Neanderthal because they had like the bigger foreheads and stuff.
Yeah.
No. But my thing is, go ahead. Anyone else have anything?
I was just going to say I believe in giants because there's people like Yao Ming, Giannis,
David and Goliath.
Your family.
I
you know what I mean? There's people like yo.
My sister specifically.
Yeah. Like,
what's it called? No, that's funny. But what's it called?
I just think there's different forms of humans out there for sure. There's
just like
dwarves.
Y'all called me a lizard person. I believe in lizard people.
Yeah.
Think about it. This is just a stray off, real quick. Think about it.
Bird.
Think about it. We're supposed to be derived from monkeys.
Yeah.
There were dinosaurs here for a very long time, or maybe not even a very long time. There were dinosaurs here. Why wasn't there a humanoid dinosaur called lizard people? Anyways, we'll move past that. But pretty much, I was talking with my coworker about she knows this person who's a geneticist and is like not big in the government, but like he works in DC for sure.
Okay.
Very smart. Pretty much explained that like there's no way for Jurassic Park to happen, like us bringing back dinosaurs.
No way.
Because the air, like, expansion was different back then. There was way more air, and hence why they grew so big.
That makes sense.
Now, think about that. Transfer it to a human.
Yeah.
Why weren't there giants? Because if the air was so big and you grow in your environment, and there's not so much to, like, seclude you, it's like putting a shark in a fucking fishbowl.
Or a plant in a smaller pot.
Exactly.
He doesn't have enough room to grow.
So think about that. So why aren't giants real? But we're just talking crazy.
I wonder where we come from for real. Like, where did the first human...
But at the same time...
No, I genuinely believe, like, we were put here.
But at the same time, our...
Aliens?
Ancient humans were a lot smaller. We're taller, way taller than the ancient, like...
That's fair.
Like, very much taller. Like, they were like...
If we have to... and let's be honest.
Yesiah height.
If we...
Built like you.
Shout out Yesiah.
Seriously. I'm dead serious. They were like cavemen.
Shout out Yesiah.
Walking on their fucking hands.
Facts.
Nah, they just...
Yeah, dragging their knuckles around.
I think there's a tribe, and I might be saying the wrong thing, and I probably should be getting fact checked, but there's a tribe that's like known for being like the smallest tribe, and I think they're called the Inca tribe or something like that.
I'm not sure.
I'm not completely sure. You don't think it's the Inca tribe?
Nah.
I know is a tribe called the Inca tribe, but I don't know if that is the specific tribe that's like known
down
for being
in Mexico.
Oh, so that's not them.
No.
Known for being small. They're like,
I mean,
and they're a human being that's hunted. They're on the extinct list for being cannibal, like for cannibalism. There's another tribe.
Speaking of cannibalism,
say it.
Hold on, just because
Say that.
I just learned that apparently cannibalism is legal in 49 states except Idaho.
And we're one of them.
Of course, the potato eaters. Thank you, Idaho. Thank you.
The potato.
Who's on the menu?
Not us. There. That's where I'm going.
Random fact. Just crazy.
Yeah. But
Don't say we didn't inform you.
But there is a tribe out there that hunts on another tribe that is known to be a dwarf tribe.
Wasn't that back in the day? It's still right now?
It's right now. I promise.
What do you mean dwarf?
Dwarf.
Like dwarf. Like
not midget, but dwarf.
Little
like,
people.
Okay.
Dwarf.
Sorry.
Yeah.
No, not midget.
Oh, sorry, little
people.
people.
Dwarf.
I didn't know that.
Dwarfism or little people.
Yeah, sorry.
I really don't know what they want to be called.
I don't know either. I don't think
They
have that
want
much
to be
of a
called
problem
human
with it.
beings.
Listen,
They are humans.
It's a lot of
But they're
people
short as
that
shit.
we don't know what they want to be called. I'ma just not say it.
There's tall humans, there's
Catchup.
medium humans,
Yeah.
fat humans, skinny humans, short humans. Like, come on, man. There's all types of humans. They're all human.
Right.
Okay.
But yeah, man, that's crazy.
Change that segment.
Yeah,
Bro.
I just wanted to put some crazy information out there. I'm glad we could expand on it and whatnot. But let us know what you think in the comments, whatever.
Cannibalism is
You know how it
crazy.
is.
Are you gonna paint your roof blue? Let me know.
Are you gonna wear aluminum foil on your head?
Do you think the aliens are gonna come back?
The aliens
Before
are already
Jesus.
here.
When they allow it, are
They
you
were-
gonna
they
get
were-
a chip in your head so you don't have to carry around a cell phone no more?
Apparently,
Democrat or Republican?
apparently NASA got a signal
English or Spanish?
from something recently. NASA got a signal from something this week that wasn't from space but below the surface.
Below the surface of what?
It's probably that submarine that,
It could be a submarine.
Of the
Subterranean.
Earth?
huh?
Subterranean.
Of the Earth?
Yeah, like below water.
Bro, it
level.
was from the other pyramid.
I heard.
Oh my
Fine,
god.
I'll say this one last thing. One last thing. I heard that they're finding pyramids along the ocean floor that are upside down and conduct energy the opposite way instead of.
How though? We can't even get to the ocean floor.
We can sound wave it.
Oh, okay. I'm
And how we thought the ocean was controlled?
Well, think about it, and I think I've already said it.
But you guys know that.
But NASA was supposed to be for the ocean originally.
Yes, that's what it is.
And now we look
Fish
towards
are
space.
aliens. If you guys did not know that.
And
Fish
that's
are
why
aliens.
you
No.
can't. It's illegal to
Electric
speak the
eel.
dolphins.
Dolphins are the real
Yeah.
people.
I think
They
you
are the
said
founders of
I
Earth.
did say that.
It's
It's
Remember?
illegal to speak dolphins because apparently
And the
they
dolphin
are
and the
able
dolphin
to
birds.
talk.
Yeah, dolphin
Dolphins
birds.
are able to speak whatever we speak, kind of like a mimic, like
parrot.
like a raven.
Like the crow from
raven.
A raven?
Edgar Allan Poe.
Raven.
Ravens can do that?
Yes.
Oh,
You never
hell
seen
no.
that. You never seen that guy, and I might put it in here. But there's this guy. He's on a hike, and he's got a fucking raven on his fucking shoulder, and he's just like. He was like, "Oh, we're going this way." He was like, "Oh, can I get a tickle, tickle?" And the fucking literally, the raven goes, tickle, tickle.
No. Heck no.
No, but yeah,
You sure it wasn't AI?
No, ravens can mimic us speaking.
Oh my.
It is
You
a
never
known
read
fact.
that book from Edgar Allan Poe where that guy was going crazy because he thought somebody was in his house and it was a raven outside his
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. I watched
Yeah.
that on The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Real.
That was like
like
a-
say, I don't think he read that book.
Yeah.
Shout out The Simpsons.
Yeah, The Simpsons
Taught me everything I know.
Keep us in the loop, thanks.
Yeah.
So pretty much we want to do a little segment here now. It's
Oh, you
can go
forgot
first.
about the childhood.
Yeah, so
movie.
pretty much the pretty much this little segment we want to do is we're gonna read some stuff off of Reddit, and it's called "Am I the Asshole?" You can look it up, however you find it, you'll find it. But pretty much we're here to judge: is this person the asshole?
We gotta name that.
And
past
I
that.
think I got a good first one too.
You got a good first one?
Mm.
All right.
Okay.
Go ahead. Read the title and then
I wanna
go
go
into the
next.
story.
Go into the story.
Yeah,
Yes.
unfortunately.
I call next.
God.
It's okay. We all have to read one.
Wait, story?
Yeah. It's a whole. Okay. Am I the asshole for adding my long-term girlfriend to the deed of the house that we bought?
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
No, it's not you.
Wait, run it back. Run it back.
My fault.
Go ahead.
Am I the asshole for adding my long-term girlfriend to the deed of the house that we bought? Or I bought us.
Give us.
So he bought for the both of them.
Is his name on the deed as well?
I'm guessing.
Let's hear the story. Let's hear the rundown.
I'm so conflicted on this. I'm 32 and I have saved up my entire life to purchase a house for a long time. Long-time girlfriend and I who have been with her for 3 years. I've recently purchased
It's not long term.
a what is that?
$1
$1 million?
Yeah.
Damn. $1 million house that she did not want to put a down payment on together.
Oh.
And he put her name on the deed.
So I put it down. I put the down payment down by myself and took out the mortgage. The house is under my name because I felt that since we weren't married yet, it was natural that I keep it under my name for now, but have no problem adding her name once they get married.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. Her sister and mom said to add her on the deed.
Who are they to say that?
And then he said them saying that made him not trust her more.
Yeah.
It's starting to impact how she thinks as well, because when I bought the house, she never mentioned anything about the deed. So basically now she wants to know if her name is on the deed.
They got the house. She needs to make sure her name's on the money.
She not paying for
Basically,
it.
she wants part
Yes, he's an asshole. Yes.
Why is
What?
he? Why?
Yes,
He's
he
an
is.
asshole.
He is an asshole.
So
He
all
didn't
right.
even ask her.
So at first they were just together. They were not married yet.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, "Yo, we about to get a crib. Do you have anything to put down on it?"
I don't think y'all understand me. Is he an asshole
Yeah.
for putting her on?
Okay, wait. He might have a point.
Oh,
He
oh.
might have a
He's a
point.
fucking asshole.
Oh.
What
Yeah.
Is he an asshole? or is he-
Dante is on point. Yeah.
Hold on. Is he an asshole or is he a dumbass?
Ooh.
Yeah, they intertwine, bro. But let's be honest.
They
Let's
both
be
got
honest.
ass in it, bro.
If you're an asshole, that means you're a butt, and that means that
You eat
yeah,
butt.
you looking
You
like
eat
a
butt.
You eat butt.
you looking like a no you do the opposite of eating.
I felt like
You
he
get your butt
definitely
eaten.
rushed it. And he should have
Yeah,
shared it
he's
with her too.
yeah. He will be
What he should have done is got
That's-
married to her before he
That's
bought
what
her.
I'm saying,
You
because
know
a
what?
house is a big commitment. You know
Very
what I mean?
big.
$1 million?
$1 million.
You might as well just buy me a damn
A
ring and then
house
we
is
can
a
get a
big
crib.
commitment, but he didn't put that money down without a plan.
Yeah, but
Maybe.
so
So is he
If
really?
you go on a rent,
and
you can
think
have-
about it. If you're with your girl,
How long was it?
3 years.
3 years.
yeah.
You're with your girl.
Let's be
I
honest.
mean, 3 years. I'm already locked in it too. I was locked in it.
It's-
day one.
No,
Shit.
but it's after the
Wow.
signs. It's after the
Shout out
signs.
to love.
It's after her mom and her sister over there plotting.
Yeah.
Like, but
basically told him.
but
yo,
I bought a house with my girl. We wasn't married, but and both our names went on it. But that's also because the down payment was pretty much 50-50. Because I paid some, she paid
But
some.
because he
you know,
paid all of the down payment and he just threw her
$1
name
million.
on there.
it's also another thing is you can't. I guess you can't put a price on love, you know. And so if you really love
that's
that
not
person,
even love. That's just being
That's
cautious.
greed.
I feel like you being
it's
cautious.
greed not doing it. Because at the end of the day, if you're living somewhere, you kind of want to have.
You don't want to give somebody a free
in
ticket
stone.
in life. I'm sorry.
Well, she going to buy her own house?
I mean,
If you divorced, She gets half of the money of the house.
From a woman's perspective,
that's
how would you chime in on this?
I think that he could have asked her first. I mean, like that house is like it's literally your future. It's your property. Whatever you're gonna do with that house, whatever you're doing in that house, I feel like he could have told her like, hey, I'm putting you on the deed. You don't gotta put nothing down. I got you. Period. That's my thing. It's just like I think it's just weird that he didn't tell her that her name is on the deed. I think, to be honest, it would have just been more better for him to just say that, because now she's asking, and then there's just gonna be this whole kerfuffle. Whatever the heck is gonna go on
was a conversation.
Exactly.
I can't argue with that.
So if you talk and have a conversation, especially with someone that you love, and okay, you're trying to watch your own back by suspecting things about her mom or her sister. They could just be looking out for her. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Have value yourself. You know what I mean?
What would be the benefit to having the deed in the crib?
Having your name on it?
Yeah, like having
just net worth. If you go to the bank, okay, my name is on this deed of this home. So technically, whatever equity I have, I can borrow against that. So if I have a $200,000 house, but I own $50,000 worth of it because we paid $50,000 toward the equity worth of equity, then we have $50,000 worth of money that we should be able to go to the bank and be like, hey, I own the $50,000 worth of this house. I want to pull this $50,000 out to do something else with, and take a loan or whatever.
But why is that so important though? Like for
credit is so
a female
important.
though. Like I mean, if
I don't
that's
think
just a trust issue at that point.
I will say I don't think it's a female thing. It's just like give me permission to be connected to so much.
It's
money.
your partner. That's a partnership.
But why doesn't if you're living in the home and you like, all right, I feel cool, we're cool, I trust them. Why does your name have to be on it?
Yeah, y'all gonna make moves together.
Her name didn't even have to be on it. It could have just been his crib, but he put her name on it. That's the thing.
That part.
That's the
and
thing.
that's
no.
And
The
then,
question.
And then look,
he didn't. I think he wants to know if he does, if he should.
If he should.
Check it.
If he should, or
what does it say?
It said, "Am I an asshole for not adding my longtime girlfriend to the deed of the house?"
I thought you said you were.
Wait, no. This changes everything.
I think he's an asshole.
No, he's not an asshole because he didn't
asshole.
add her to any debt,
for
like
not
responsibility.
Yeah, that's his fault.
I didn't add you.
So,
Sorry.
I mean, he still could have told her that like he's getting this crib, that he's not putting her thing on the deed and stuff. But
in my head now, he bought this crib for his girl.
He bought the crib for that.
For them.
For them, yeah.
So is he really the asshole?
He's
Final
not.
decision.
No, I don't think he's an asshole. If anything, she is, because why does it matter?
Why is she mad?
Because why
is she mad that they have a
house? I wouldn't even have cared. I got a crib.
That's what I mean.
So she's not attached to it.
Alright, so look, she's
not attached to it.
Once you get married, if y'all do get married and things plan out, right?
Put my name on a deed.
No, your name doesn't even have to be on the deed. If he was to quote unquote die, not saying that's in the plan at all, but if that was to happen and she needed the house, it would be put down to her because she's the next big thing besides him, right?
I think he would still have to put her name on a deed for that to have the house because the bank will take it.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
But what if he has the money?
If he has the money, that's fine. But
exactly. I mean, he obviously has the money to pay for this house.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, the down payment was probably what, like
$100,000 at least.
He could have put like 10,000 on
at
it.
least. It was probably 200,000.
Dude, he could have put 10,000 on it and paid the most. But
what's
even
the FHA?
still, he didn't put her name. He didn't put her name on it at all.
Yeah.
So is that really a problem for her, or?
That's not a problem for her. He could have asked her, but I mean, he didn't really have to because he put his money in it.
Exactly.
At the end of the day, I don't think it really matters if her name is on it either way.
Exactly.
Because if she want to take it, she will.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. That's the thing. Unfortunately.
All right, let's dwell in on.
Yeah, I do got a good one though. Mine is am I an asshole if I divorce my husband for not wiping his butt? Let's be real. All right. Take it in.
From a girl's perspective.
Wait, hold on. Wait, let him read it.
You gotta read it.
Read the story.
It says, "Yep, this is pretty much the title. My husband recently started saying that he is not going to wipe his butt anymore after using the restroom. He got into his head that alpha males do not wipe, therefore he is no longer doing it.
Divorce.
He has been, for the past 2 days, been walking around everywhere where we going, telling guys alphas don't wipe. He is very serious about not wiping, and he is not listening to reasoning. I don't know what to do, and I fear that this might start the end of our marriage. How do I convince him to wipe?
I feel like this is easy.
How would you
bro,
wipe?
you're done,
definitely
bro.
an
You're
asshole.
dirty, bro. Wait, no, the girl who posted this,
Wait.
not an asshole.
No,
Yes.
Your
she needs to
boyfriend not
divorce.
wiping his
Yes.
You
fucking
need to
ass?
divorce.
He's a
Yeah.
dirtball.
That's
He's
disgusting.
a dirtball, bro.
Yuck.
Throw him out.
Gross.
What were the signs of this? Like, why did
Wait,
you say
why
this
are you
before
still
y'all got
with him?
married?
Bro,
He
like,
said he's an alpha male. That's first of all, that's dumb.
I'm
If a
sorry,
man-
but that's
if
so
a man ever
Gen.
said that to me, I'm gonna be like, you are gay. That's the only thing. Because if you're
bro
out, and you
is
say
letting
that,
it crust.
Yes, bro. All the dingleberries there, bro. It's hanging.
Yuck.
The
Bro
hemorrhoids.
might take a shower every time he takes a shit.
Ooh, shower daily. When you take a daily, you know. But sometimes it's more
What
than
you mean
once.
daily? You only take one shit a day?
So I mean, sometimes it's only once.
Hell no.
Sometimes it's only once.
Nah,
Thank you.
wipe, please. I think
You take
that's
one shit a day?
gross.
Sometimes
Sometimes.
I be in the house.
I guess so.
When
You're
I
not
don't,
using too much energy.
when I be back to work, oh yeah, every day, twice or 3 times, maybe 5.
I was about to say at least 2 to 3 times a day.
And that's the
I have to
good
make a
proportionate
balance,
amount
man.
you're supposed to be.
Yeah,
using.
sometimes people like my sister always told me that. One time she said it was like a whole week. I was like,
Oh
what?
man.
I know your stomach hurt.
Fact.
My tummy
hurt.
hurt. Yeah, that's
My tummy hurt.
Yeah, that's the one. My tummy hurt.
Alright, let me get one for y'all.
Not wiping your butt. That's crazy.
Yeah, that one was tough. I seen that one and I was like,
Oh my god, I got one. What's it called? Am I the asshole for laughing at my ex-husband and calling his suffering karma?
Yeah.
Alright, so my ex-husband divorced me 3 years ago when we got married. We agreed that we weren't going to have kids. I never wanted them. He said he really didn't want them. So yeah, 4 years into our marriage, he changed his mind and he chose to divorce me because I wouldn't go back on our agreement and give him children. Okay? I'm not really a big believer in divorce. I was ready to be married for the rest of our lives. We had a good marriage, but I guess he didn't love me that much if he picked kids that didn't exist over me. Right after our divorce, he almost instantly remarried me. He got his new wife pregnant right away, and they had 2 kids together. In the 3 years since I finished my higher education and have accepted a high-paying job in healthcare, life has actually been pretty good for me. And I've gotten to the point where I think I'm ready to start looking to settle down. Yesterday morning, my ex-husband showed up on my doorstep crying. I figured something pretty awful must have happened, so I let him in, and I got him a drink. He started going on and crying about how awful his life is. He apparently hates his 2 kids. One of them is... Sorry.
That's insane.
One of them is disabled and maybe autistic, and he has no money due to the kid being so expensive. His wife yells at him all the time. She got fat after having kids and doesn't want to lose weight. She never puts it out. He can never go anywhere anymore. He said that he wants a divorce from his new wife and he regrets ever leaving me. He asked if I would take him back and he learned his lesson. I couldn't help but laugh at him. It was so pitiful. It was... Oh God. His audacity also kind of astounded me. I told him that with 2 kids to support his lack of loyalty, he is not a catch. And I definitely won't take him back. And maybe this is karma from divorcing me. He was pissed, called me an asshole, and he said I thought you would be more supportive and would at least turn him down nicely. Am I the asshole?
No.
Yeah, she the asshole for sure. But
Nah.
he's an idiot. But she's an asshole. Just be nice.
She's not an
So
asshole.
we're stuck with dumbasses and assholes.
Let's
again.
be honest. She is so right to do whatever she did there, but bro, just I don't know, have some sympathy. I don't know, it could at least be fake.
Yeah, like low key, she did him dirty. She laughed in his face.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I mean, no, but also,
please, I'm just so stuck in this marriage, and like I'm ready to divorce her.
So,
I just want to be out.
Let me just say this. Let me just say this to y'all. So if you guys divorce your ladies, right, and you come back and say that you want to rebuild what y'all had, I know 10 times out of 10 your girls are gonna laugh in your face.
Yeah,
for sure. Laugh.
Yeah.
Laugh. So, I mean, it's like, you don't know what they went through. You don't know what she went through. It was a hard time. Like, you divorced me because I don't want to have kids. That's not fair. You come back, you have kids, you hate your life, and you want to come back to me? I'm not a rebound. You left me.
I think he's more of an asshole.
I would have laughed harder in his face. I would have slammed the door on his face.
It's hard to tell who's the asshole in these.
Nah, yeah, you know what? He's not the asshole. I'm sorry. He's not the asshole for wanting what he wants with who he wants.
Okay.
Now, granted, hear me out before we even continue.
But he did say that he did not want children.
He did say that, but then how many years later? I don't know how many years later.
And then
4
you come
years
back,
later.
you're still thinking about me? That's weird.
No, but they were still together. They were still together, and they didn't have kids. They didn't have kids, and he was like, "I want kids." I mean, okay, that's fair. I mean, it's only, in my opinion, as humans and as great as we are, it's only right for us to procreate.
That's true, but
I understand that. So is he the asshole for forcing it upon her?
Yes.
Yes, but did he really force it upon her?
Wait a minute. This is the problem. He's not an asshole for wanting what he wants with who he wanted to do it with, right? That's basically what you said. He's an asshole for wanting what he wants when he wanted it. When you first get into a relationship, you didn't want to. Then you wanted to later. Now you don't want to again. You don't get to pick and choose.
No, is he the asshole for having a change of feelings?
And now you hate your kids because
that's
an asshole.
That I can get behind. He's an asshole because he hates the new kids.
You gotta be a father anyway because this is what you wanted.
Yeah.
This is what you wanted. You wanted to have kids.
Crazy.
Imagine him going through it with her, and they have a kid with disability. He's gonna feel the same type of way.
Yes, bro, that's someone's
real life.
And that's why we are here to figure out if they are the asshole.
What do you got, Corey?
It says, am I the asshole for calling my husband a disgrace after he said my miscarriage ruined his birthday?
Oh, my goodness.
We can cut it short.
Yeah. So, I should have clarified in my original post from last week that the way my husband responded was completely out of character for him. He's usually a caring and supportive man and is a good husband and father. The only incident where he's shown any kind of red flags was when I put together an accent chair. I used a screwdriver to attach the legs to the seat, and when he came home from work and saw that I'd done it myself, he jumped on it until it broke to show that I didn't do it properly. He felt nice, would have been pissed, and that I should have waited for him to come home. Okay? He'd been under lots of stress at work, so I asked him to go to therapy, which he did. Instead of pulling the divorce card straight away, we have been together for 7 years in May, and is the only partner I've ever known. My family all love him and have accepted him from day one. I should have also clarified, yes, I know he was asshole in this scenario. I wasn't questioning that. What I was questioning was whether I took it a step too far, calling him a disgrace. He's going through a lot at work at the moment. It was his birthday. I've been messaging him and telling him that I miscarried his child. He had to leave work early, and then I called him a disgrace after he'd taken me to the hospital and was responding to the grief in his own way. I think the majority of his behavior, I think the majority of people said I was not the asshole. Why is it like this? In the scenario, and due to his behavior, that my insult was justified. Thank you to everyone who reached out, checked in, offered condolences, and emotional support. I read all my messages and tried to read most of the comments. Most of them have been very kind and useful and helped a lot over the past few days. Let me see.
I would like to say from the jump.
Wait, can you read it one more time? Not the whole thing, but the top one.
Title.
Yeah, it just said, am I the asshole for calling my husband a disgrace after he said my miscarriage ruined his birthday?
I mean, in a way, he probably just reacting off of initial, he probably had a plan for his birthday and it probably really didn't get ruined. And he was probably just a blunt person. Oh, my birthday's ruined.
I'm not done.
In my opinion,
he is an asshole, but at the same time, he probably just reacted.
As a guy, and I hate to be the guy, or I'm not saying I'm the guy, but that's an emotional way to react.
It is, but there's guys that react.
But I respect it because every guy deserves to be emotional at some point. But you can't put that on somebody else.
Especially for someone who just
miscarried. Yeah, I get what you're saying, but I'm just trying to play both sides of the card right now. I'm just saying he probably is already probably an aggressive person, what it sounds like.
Yeah, because he needed therapy.
Yeah, so he just react. Yeah, he's
okay. And then it says,
no,
I left my husband. Me and my son are staying with family in a different part of the country, so we are safe in our managing. My husband did get very angry when I told him that I was leaving him. He tried to stop me from leaving with our son, put hands on me and threatened to end his life.
He's done.
My mom intervened, and like I said, we are safe. I have some time off work now, so I will continue to take time to recover emotionally and plan my next steps. Yeah.
I just haven't done Nick in a while.
That's it. But like,
he's
an asshole.
Yeah, I think it's scary when you say
not
like
the person
that.
who posted it. They are not the asshole.
I just think she just needed some reassurance because if I miscarried and I'm so excited to have my
her
kid.
Emotions is up right now.
Yeah, like
so.
I mean, and as a guy, you have to think about that because females they flow more emotionally than we do.
And not a lot of women would I mean she called him a disgrace. It's not like she called him like a B word and she called him out his name and kept saying stuff to like
that could be past trauma though.
Right, antagonize him and stuff like that. She just called him a disgrace.
But that could be a trauma though. That could be a defensive word for him, and she probably knows that.
I can't really.
I'm playing both sides of the card though. I'm playing both sides of the card.
Like
He's definitely in the wrong, but
I feel like I can really relate to this, bro.
I hear you.
Yeah. And the crazy part is because obviously, and this is a little different, and this is a little view into my life. It's not a big deal. I've went through stuff like this before, but not just like this on my birthday or some bullshit. But anyway, my girl, when she found out that she was pregnant, we wasn't on good terms. When I found out, I was a POS for the first day. When I found out I was a POS, I pulled up, we argued. She wasn't very far along, 8 weeks or whatever, like the time you really find out, like usually, or whatever. But
6.
6, 8, whatever. But I was a POS, and luckily, the person who I am, how I was raised, whatever. Overnight, I slept on it, woke up, and was a completely different person, and was completely supportive because you had to realize that you have to be there for that person. But especially in a situation like that, even my situation was happy. Mm-hmm. That was a very sad, emotional situation. Especially the thing is like you have to think of it like you said on both sides, a man and a woman. A man is going to deal with all the hormones, pheromones, whatever moans is going on.
Anything strategic.
We think about our survival, us personally.
Literally.
A woman has to think about her own survival, her own mortality, but also, unfortunately, the baby passing away, the mortality of the baby.
She prepares for a lot of that with her body. Literally.
It's huge, man. And
not
I
only
feel
that,
like that's
and
crazy.
maybe I'm wrong for saying this, but being a woman, you just are more attached emotionally
of course,
to something, anything.
For sure.
And especially being like a baby. Like you can't be an asshole in that moment.
Honestly, I wish that everyone could see the vision of as a man, and anyone who's part of the LGBTQ, no matter if you identify as a male, woman, whatever. But as a heterosexual man or a heterosexual woman, we have to think. As a man, I don't want to be a woman. And as a woman, you probably don't want to be a man. And I think that's okay. It's okay to not, like, to have one sex do something in particular and another sex do something else in particular, and just respecting, like, both each other's jobs, you know? So I wish that everybody could see like that. Same with, like, you know, obviously racism, stuff like that, bigotry. It's terrible, but if everyone could kind of see that there's two sides to every story, bro, we'd be in a much better place.
We so much.
Much better.
We just
the whole world.
We're just here to make
That's
babies
literally
for-
that. I don't know if I said it on any of these episodes, but like literally, the code would be, everybody, let's just be chill.
Can we please?
Can we just be chill
just
and
chill
understand each other? Like, the world would be so much better.
Yeah, man.
And
we're trying to make that environment for y'all. Shout out to y'all, everyone who's watching, because bro,
That's why we did this. That's why we did this segment. We get to hear both sides of everything.
Do we
And
finish
because
it?
we understand as people, there are both sides to everything.
Yeah. Do we?
And a lot
actually-
of people don't.
Facts.
My bad. Did
No,
we
you go ahead.
actually finish like the deciding factor? Or did we all say what we wanted to say about that?
Yeah,
last
he's an
story?
asshole.
Okay.
He's an asshole.
She was not an asshole for saying that he was a disgrace, but she was saying something out of anger, and he said something out of anger as well.
So she's not the asshole, but is he?
Both of them were saying probably truths in their moment.
They
So
were probably
yes,
spitting crazy.
Yes.
tea.
I will say that he's an asshole because he could have been more supportive and reassuring. Like, are you okay? Blah blah blah.
he's
Like,
definitely an asshole.
how are
Everybody-
you feeling? Like,
Yeah.
you know, you just lost my baby. You should at least be like some type of respect.
And-
Right, yeah.
And God forbid, hopefully you're gonna have another birthday. But this person that has
Yeah.
passed away is never gonna have a birthday.
And then that's just the life of being a man. Sometimes you gotta just put
You gotta
stuff
suck
like
it
that
up,
to the
bro.
side. You
Yeah,
gotta-
bro. Sometimes you actually did just have
Like,
to suck it up.
As a man, it's your birthday.
Toughen up.
Like, I
Nah,
can-
I'm playing. I mean, that's
I
it.
can understand,
I'm playing.
you're stressed out from work and you do therapy and stuff, but like at the same time, it's like you're also putting in work, and I understand that. You know, you're going to therapy, you're working at the job that you don't like or whatever you're going through, but at the same time, it's like she was probably being cordial with him, and he decided to snap at her, so that's why she probably just called him that.
Yeah, it probably wasn't happening on either way.
I ain't gonna support you.
But I'm just saying, excuse me. So if somebody had a heart attack on your birthday, you had to take it to the hospital. You just ruined my birthday because you had a... Bro, what do you want me to do?
About that. That was like
What?
You know what I mean? Like,
uncontrollable.
well, at least the person that had the condition or whatever had happened, they had to go to the hospital. Like, bro, how is that her fault?
That part.
Let's be honest.
Well, I guess that's how we're gonna end it on this episode. But you know how we always end it.
Yeah.
Song of the week.
Song of the
Song of the
week.
week.
Song of the week.
I'll go first. I got my two. I say we do two songs. If you want to do one,
Okay, I got you.
if you want to do one, you can do one. I say two.
I got you.
I got The Sign by Ace of Base. I don't know if y'all know what that is, but I'll play it after.
Okay, hold on. Before you,
And
I'm sorry. Before you say the next one, can we start?
Genres?
No, can we start sending music back in the chat, right? But
You
not
guys-
aggressively sending them. Send like once a day, every other day, something like
Bet.
that. It's not. I mean, I'm sure we all seeing music every day. We hear music every day.
I don't want to
But
hear
I-
it because these guys ignore me, so.
As I said, don't flood it.
I didn't flood it.
I didn't say that you did. You put yourself out there, but don't flood it. Literally, I would love to hear everybody's music that they listen to because sometimes I do need help.
Yeah,
and I'm busy in my day,
if-
and I
if-
be
if-
needing.
I
I
got
be
you.
needing.
If
music.
somebody were to comment a song, we'll play it at the end of the next episode.
You know what I mean? That part too, yeah.
And we'll shout you out. How about that?
That part.
All right,
But
we
that
can
being
do
said,
that.
That being
Leave
said,
a
go
song
ahead.
in the comments.
The second song I had for the week was Monday by Quedeca.
Mhm.
Don't know if y'all know what
But
it
that's
is.
what I'm saying. Like send that shit in the chat. So when you say that, I might listen
Well,
to it.
well,
already.
the way I'm gonna edit it, we're
I
gonna,
know
we're gonna
what
have
you-
the song and it's
And a
gonna
little
play.
clip it, a little snippet or whatever.
oh, my song of the week is this, and it starts playing.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, I'm working on it. Next
Liz?
week
Me?
we'll have that episode.
Uh,
and then
uh,
we'll have Tunable.
Mine is Paint the Sky by Lil Yachty.
Okay.
And Whitney by Tommy Rich.
Is that off of Teenage Emotion?
Yes, it is.
That's my favorite
It's
album
so
by him.
gas. That song is gas, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You say it's good. I say
You
it's
just
good.
had one?
No, I
Yeah,
said
But it could be better.
I said Whitney by Tommy Richmond.
Okay, my bad.
He's gas. I'm gonna put you on him.
I know about Tommy.
Yeah, Tommy.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, Tommy's hard.
Mine is. Ooh,
Sorry.
that's father right there. That's not him though. It is Little Tekka, Don't Rush.
Oh man,
He just dropped an album.
that album is fire.
Yeah, Little
Dude,
Tekka is just getting better and better.
Tekka drops nothing but heat.
And I love melodies, bro. Oh my god,
He's
love
like,
melodies.
I'm not gonna say he's a better Juice WRLD. He's just like, he's up there with them.
It's not that. It's not that.
It's
type
not
of
even
genre.
the same. Yeah, it's not.
It's
even
not.
The same.
It's not.
He's
but
on.
like,
He's on his own. He's like on his own.
House
like-
party. Like he just trying to get you. Like yo, when I get dressed, I put Tekka on ASAP, and I gotta put something fly on. I'm
with
putting.
the ASAP in.
Yeah.
Always gotta put
When you get
A$AP
dressed,
on.
bro.
I got that gun that got left up a car. That's that.
Shout out ASAP and
Niggas be pussy.
I did have a
Niggas
second
be
one.
turkey. These niggas be sandwiched.
Yeah, you just killed that, bro. Dang. My bad. Ooh. Jason Martin. Shout out to LA. I'll be on. That's a hard one. Old school joint too.
Put that in the chat.
That's that heat.
Yeah.
I gotta play that after this. Sorry.
Nah, that's
I'm gonna
funny.
play that after this.
My joint. I heard this joint. Samson by Block 40 Spaz. Heck
I know
yeah.
that thing.
They go crazy. Oh, and bro, this man, I kept hearing on TikTok, bro. So I added it to my playlist, and now I can't stop listening to it. That one joint, and they be putting it to the anime edits, bro. It's called Chest Pain by Malcolm Todd.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, Malcolm Todd is hard. Dude, one of my favorite songs by Malcolm Todd. Oh, I can't even think of it.
My chest keeps burning.
Dude, there's this one. Oh, hold on. Just because he said Malcolm Todd.
That's that
Actually, put the song on after I say it. Fuck. It's on my running playlist, actually.
I love how you can just like make a running playlist and make playlist period, bro. I just shuffle or
Bleed by Malcolm Todd and Amaro Paulo is one of my favorite running songs, and we'll end it on that.
yes, sir.
Yeah.
That being said,
Like and subscribe.
Yeah, shout out to
like, subscribe,
Leave a-
share, tell a friend that the Pod Squad is in, and we out
Exactly.
right now, and we be back with another
W's in the
Pod
chat.
Squad.
W's in the
W's in the
chat.